Thank you for stopping by. In today's lesson, we're going to be covering about motivation. Motivation, it's what drives you to succeed no matter what. Motivation has over 1 billion results on Google, so that's why I decided to write on this topic and do a video. So that means a lot of people are either looking for it, don't have it, or want to know more about it. And luckily for you, 52% of the people in the world don't have internet access, but we do. So what does it take for successful and super wealthy people to be motivated every single day that most of us just don't have? Well, let's get into it. The 4 things I'm going to be covering are how to find your reason and your will, how to stay motivated, don't ever give up because life is too hard, and the end will be the glorious. Okay, the best things in life comes with sacrifice, blood, sweat, tears, pain, and a burning desire to let nothing stand in its way. Okay, your reason and your will. Why do you wake up in the morning? What is your purpose? Is it to go to work to feed your family, to live, to exist? Most of us, yes. That's the sad truth. So survival is the number one, how do I say this, element or decision when it comes to anything. Survival is what humans, animals would, it's just the number one goal, just to survive. That's the number one goal for all species. Okay, so the definition of motivation is the general desire or willingness of someone to do something. Well, maybe it's not general desire, maybe it's a fierce burning desire, which makes much more sense to me because motivation, that word itself is inspirational and has motivation to it. So it can't be a general desire. So, okay, motivation will drive you to conquer your reason at any cost. So if you have none, you will develop motivation. Here's some highly suggested motivation interviews that I would suggest you to watch, and I will link them in the description below. But here's some famous quotes. If you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find excuses, by Jim Rohn. If you want to be the best, you have to do things that other people aren't willing to do, Michael Phelps. A year from now, you may wish you had started today, Karen Lamb. That's probably one of my favorite. Procrastination is really the enemy of success, and it gets everybody, even me, for a long time. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put 80 to 100 hours per week. This improves the odds of success. If people are putting in 40 hours a week and you're putting in 100 hours a week, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know you will achieve in 4 months where others take a year to achieve. By Elon Musk. He's my number one inspirational person I look up to, and I've looked up to him for the last 2-3 years, maybe 4. But he inspires me to do a lot of things, probably everything. Okay, so for me, I want to tell you my motivation is to help humanity and to pave a way for a bright future, because it really comes down to the present generation. We have to hand it down to the next generation, and then the next generation hands it down to the next one. If everybody's just doing what they want, living life and not caring about anybody else, then then nothing's going to be solved. I mean, yes, care about yourself, live your life, and be happy. But at the same time, when you have all that, spread the same goodness that you have to others, and that's what I want to do. So this is what drives me every single moment to work, to wake up, to make money, so that just maybe in 5 to 50 years from now, I would do something extraordinary to change the lives of billions or billions of people. And that requires money. I mean, nowadays it does, but Martin Luther King and Gandhi, they did it without money, but it cost them their life. I don't know if I'm willing to give up my life for a better cause. I mean, I will, but you have to think about it. maybe if I give up my life and then in the future something else could have happened that I could have prevented. So I want to help people as long as I can until I die. And I mean, if I have to sacrifice my life for the greatness of the humanity, I will. But at the same time, I'm not going to unless I have to, because I just want to continue to spread goodness and wealth. So, okay, willpower. Okay, so let's talk about more about your reason. What is your reason? I told you mine. You have to find a reason for your motivation. If you don't, then that's the problem. Your reason could be your wife, your kids, your grandparents, your neighbors. Usually it's emotional, because that's how we are. Humans are driven by emotional. Girls more than guys. So maybe you want to be rich in the future. Maybe your motivation is to be the strongest man in the world. I mean, who was that Britain man? It made me cry when he became the strongest man, because that was his dream, and he literally cried during that what was not an interview, when he won World's Strongest Man. He cried on camera because that's what he wanted, and it took him many years. I think he got second or third place like a couple times, but then when he got first place, it was just, I mean, inspirational, and he was literally crying all over the place. And he said he achieved this goal and he quit, but he didn't. He got it twice. He said that when he became the world's strongest man, he was going to quit because he spent so much time to become the world's strongest man that he had no time for family, no time for his kids or anything. That's how motivated he was. His goal meant more to him than anything else. And that's what motivation means. If you don't have that, then you don't have motivation. My goal, like I said, is to help humanity, and I will spend as much time as I can. So what will help you is willpower. That's what drives you. So you have to develop a strong will if it doesn't come naturally. So you have to practice on that. So how would I say this? If you want to become the world's strongest man, why? Well, for me, I would want to become the world's strongest man because nobody can pick on me, and I have the sense to tell people, hey, I'm the world's strongest man, and they're gonna say, can you prove it? I'll be like, yeah, have you watched TV, or do you not watch YouTube? So that could be one of the reasons. And how long your willpower remains is up to you. That's probably the hardest part. Staying motivated with your willpower, it may not last long. I mean, I've tried many things in my life and it just didn't continue. So look at Thomas Edison. He didn't invent the light bulb, but it took him 1,000 tries to improve upon it. You have to be very motivated to what you do. So how can you improve your willpower to have your motivation? Well, eat healthy so you can have a good mind and body. Meditate, which I talked about. It helps with so much. Believe in yourself. That's very important. You need to exercise. So all of the things I'm saying is mind, body, and spirit. It's just how humans are. We are part of the universe. So you need to learn how to master your mind, your body, and your soul and spirit. Get a good night's sleep. Stay positive. Be grateful for what you have. And just love yourself more than anybody else, because you are what matters the most. And practice. It takes 10,000 hours to become fluent or master anything. So don't forget that. So how to stay motivated? So you need to talk to your family and friends. You need to think about your goal every single day. That's the most important part. Think about your goal morning, night, afternoon, when you're eating, all the time. Pretend that you've successful and you've achieved this goal in the future. How will it be? So if you became the world's strongest man, how are people going to look at you? You're going to literally, everywhere you go, people are just going to drop dead on their knees and bow down to you because you're a freaking god. So practice that. Practice thinking that you've succeeded and how you will be in the future. Keep a schedule. Like I said, write down every day on your calendar, I will be the world's strongest man. Just do it. And then be happy while you're doing this. Remember, you need to be happy so that way you have a reason to do it. If not, it's going to be hard. Hi, thank you so much for watching the video. If you really liked it, please hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel. Also, we have our website easylifejourney.com where you can read full articles and where we post weekly new articles and blogs. You can also check out our Facebook and our Instagram, Easy Life Journey. Thank you so much again for your time and have a great day.